Whoever, my dear.
Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Northfield. My name is Ellen Saul, and my partner John Bessie and I have been members at UUFN for almost 4 years. We love this community and the ways that we all continue to grow as we get better at listening to and accepting each one of us, including ourselves. If this is your first time here, or if you've been attending for decades or anywhere in between, welcome. We're glad that you're here. If you arrive with grief and are feeling overwhelmed, or if you arrive hopeful and with a song in your heart, or if you have some combination of sorrow and celebration, we are glad that you're here. Whether you believe in God all of the time, some of the time, or none of the time, we're glad that you're here. This community is what it is because of your presence. So welcome. Welcome into this space of love, support, justice, compassion, and fellowship. Later in the service today, we will take our Share the Plate offering for Clean River Partners. Clean River Partners brings together diverse partners, including residents, farmers, and landowners, in order to co-create a healthy and resilient Cannon River watershed. I call your attention to the announcements in your order of service and our weekly email. Especially note that we are looking for speakers for our summer services. Please fill out the online form by May 19th or talk to Reverend Sarah if you're interested. Today, we are delighted to welcome Reverend Julica Hermann de la Fuente back to our pulpit. Reverend Julica serves as the Lifelong Learning Manager at the Unitarian Universalist Ministers Association. She's also a coach, a trainer, and facilitator for liberation, transformation, and justice, and a Unitarian Universalist minister. Join us next Sunday for Choices We Make for Our Beliefs, presented by UU member Sue Coleman. Guess I haven't seen Sue here. Yeah, you are here. Good. Okay, Sue Coleman. There we go. All right. I'm glad to hear. So again, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Northfield.
These words from the incomparable Adrienne Marie Brown, entitled A Complex Movement. Over and over again it becomes known, the peace we seek is seeking us. The joy of full bud awaiting our attention, justice in our hands longing to be practiced, the whole world learning from within this thrilling moat. In the universe, laboratory, labyrinth. Internalized demands, you are the one you are waiting for. Externalize love, bind us together into a greater self, a complex movement, a generative abundance, an embodied evolution. Learn to be here. Critique is a seductress. Her door is always open. So what if you get some? We are going further past reform to wonder. This requires comprehension that cannot fit in words. Out beyond our children, beyond the end of time, there is a ceaseless cycle, a fractal of sublime. And we come to create it, to soil our hands and faces, loving, loving, and loving ourselves and all our places. Come, let us worship together.
The flaming chalice is the symbol of Unitarian Universalism. Each Sunday when we gather, we bring this symbol to life together. Please join me in speaking the words for the lighting of the chalice. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful. Let us open our minds to learn what is true. Let us open our hearts to love one another. Please rise in body or spirit to join us in singing hymn 389, Gathered Here. And we're going to do this as a round. We'll sing it all together once, and then Julica will lead this side, and Taylor will lead this side to do rounds.
Yes.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery and the power, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the middle and the power, Spirit, draw near. Thank you. We now turn our attention to our time of joys and sorrows as we light our candles of community. I invite you to allow yourself an unhurried breath and a long exhale. Relax your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And let your heart catch up with you in this moment. rest in the embrace of a wider love. In the presence of this love that holds us all, we use our chalice flame to light our candles of community. We light our first candle as a blessing for the wider world, sending ripples for peace and healing in conflict areas like Gaza and Ukraine. May our ears be open and our hearts be open so that we can bring more of connection and loving community into each space we enter. We know too that the details of our daily lives are sacred and important, and we light candles to honor the joys and celebrations of our lives. Joys and sorrows we carry in our hearts, but that have not been spoken aloud. And we move into a time of shared sacred silence that we may hear the voice of love. Amen, and blessed be.
Our reading today is the poem Vahafta by Aurora Levin Morales. Please know it's a fairly long poem, so stay with me. And also know that it has some powerful images, for good reason. Say these words when you lie down and when you rise up, when you go out and when you return, in times of mourning and in times of joy. Inscribe them on your doorposts, embroider them on your garments, tattoo them on your shoulders. Teach them to your children, your neighbors, your enemies. Recite them in your sleep, here in the cruel shadow of empire. Another world is possible. Thus spoke the prophet Roque Dalton. Altogether they have more death than we, but altogether we have more life than they. There is more bloody death in their hands than we could ever wield, unless we lay down our souls to become them, and then we will lose everything. So instead, imagine winning. This is your sacred task. This is your power. Imagine every detail of winning, the exact smell of the summer streets in which no one has been shot. The muscles you have never unclenched from worry, gone soft as newborn skin. The sparkling taste of food when we know that no one on earth is hungry, that the beggars are fed, that the old man under the bridge and the woman wrapping herself in thin sheets in the back seat of a car, and the children who suck on stones nest under a flock of roofs that keep multiplying their shelter. Lean with all your being toward the day when the poor of the world shake down a rain of good fortune out of the heavy clouds and justice rolls down like waters. Defend the world in which we win as if it were your child. It is your child. Defend it as if it were your lover. It is your lover. When you inhale and when you exhale, breathe the possibility of another world into the 37.2 trillion cells of your body until it shines with hope. Then imagine more. Imagine rape is unimaginable. Imagine war is a scarcely credible rumor, that the crimes of our age, the grotesque inhumanities of greed, the sheer and astounding shamelessness of it, the vast fortunes made by stealing lives, the horrible normalcy it came to have, is unimaginable to our heirs, the generations of the free. Don't waver. Don't let despair sink its sharp teeth into the throat with which you sing. Escalate your dreams. Make them burn so fiercely that you can follow them down any dark alleyway of history and not lose your way. Make them burn clear as a starry drinking gourd over the grim fog of exhaustion, and keep walking. Hold hands. Share water. Keep imagining so that we and the children of our children's children may live.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Yeah. And powerful. We now expand our circle of care as we gratefully give and receive our morning offering. This is one way we make our care for the world tangible. This month, our Share the Plate recipient is Clean River Partners. You may donate by cash, check made out to UUFN with offering basket in the memo line, or online from our website, uunorthfield.org. You can scroll down to the bottom of the homepage for the link. Will the ushers please come forward?
I wasn't sure if I was going to need my readers. I do. Guess what? Thank you. Thank you. I bring good tidings from the near future, specifically the year 2083, the year of first contact, when the aliens finally arrive and come to tell us that we've made a mess of things. Yeah, thanks. We know. And they are here to save us and take us away and help us build satellite stations because they too have decimated their planets of origin. But they have developed a new technology and they know what it needs to move to the next evolutionary stage. And this is going to allow us to live in deep space like they do. But guess what? Well, it turns out that the people of Earth of 2083, at least some of them, don't need this next technological stage because they've already found a new way to be in right relationship with the whole interconnected web of existence. And I mean that in the ecological sense. Because guess what? There we go. The way that we and our descendants have organized ourselves in the next 60 years is not by nation states and not by corporations, but by watersheds. That's right. Communities gather and organize and are accountable to each other in this near future according to the land they live on and the watersheds they impact and are impacted by. And when I read this, all I could think is, this is brilliant. So let me back up and give you some background. I've been doing the work of anti-racism education since 1994, and specifically with Unitarian Universalist congregations for the past decade. And in that time, I've been trying to figure out, alongside my colleagues and accomplices in the work, how exactly to make the beloved community a reality. How to close the gap between who we say we are, the people of preemptive radical inclusion, in the beautiful words of C.B. Beale, and how we actually operate in our congregations and communities today. Because, let's name it. Some days I'm like, yeah, this is preemptive radical inclusion. This is what it feels like. I like this. And then there are other days where I'm like, oh no, friends, this is not, this is a club. This is not us at our best. Boy, sometimes we have a gap and we need to close it. I am a student of Paulo Freire and Bell Hooks, Octavia Butler and Adrienne Marie Brown, Aurora and Ricardo Levin Morales, brown and black futurists and abolitionists who are teaching me that a key ingredient in this quest is the capacity to develop and maintain a radical imagination. And I found that a radical imagination, an imagination that can hold Wakanda, requires constant feeding. And so that is what I do. I am constantly reading optimistic versions of the near and far future in fantasy and science fiction. And so when I came across the book, A Half-Built Garden by Ruthanna Emrys, you really want to read this book, A Half-Built Garden by Ruthanna Emrys, I was so happy. I was raise my arms in the air for praise and wag my tail happy. Because Ruthanna Emrys has gifted us a possible future where we use current and emerging technologies, some of them that already exist, to listen to and track and account for all of the species and all of the resources that live in interconnected ecosystems. And the boundaries of those ecosystems are determined by the watersheds. Because of course they are. Because water connects us like love connects us. And we need to include everyone and everything that need this water and this love to survive and thrive. And in this possible future, Ruthanna Emrys tells us that it was the year 2043 when the Dandelion Manifesto was released, Would you like to hear a section of the Dandelion Manifesto? Yes. Oh, good. This is how it reads. It reads, "The first power was nature. In humanity's infancy, power was not yet ours to hold. Laws and forces beyond human comprehension shaped our lives, and everything we did was aimed at survival. The second power was spirit. Incomprehensible forces took on form and personality. We struggled to comprehend their whims, and power was born from divine approval. The third power was law. We decided what we thought right and set principles above any king. Power at last became a human thing. The fourth power was money. The forms we built took on a life of their own, and the power we created escaped from our grasp and devoured us. The fifth power is nature. We understand the wisdom in the forces that first shaped us, but now we adapt to them, learn from their patterns, and dance with them. Powers is ours, but not ours alone, and we can create harmony with the world." That's version 2.3 of the Dandelion Manifesto, released in December of 2043. Don't you love it? I love it. I love this arc from fearing and appeasing the thunder and lightning to the rule of popes and kings to a democratic understanding that it's up to us to decide what matters and what values guide our decisions, and that we absolutely need to make these decisions in a co-creative, adaptive dance with all of the forces of nature of which we are only a part. And hello, capitalist rules and values are not the ones we need. Thank you very much. And I'm thinking for sure Ruthanna Emrys is also a student of Adrienne Maree Brown, who teaches us about dandelions in emergent strategy, who says that dandelions don't know whether they are, quote, a weed or a brilliance, a fractal model of resilience, resistance, regeneration, and decentralization, end quote. And friends, I'm here to tell you that I've read Ruthanna Emrys' book twice, looking for the rest of the Dandelion Manifesto, looking for the rest of the recipe, looking for the map towards this hopeful future. But guess what? It's not in the book. Yeah, it's sad. But then I realized, oh, that's because that's our homework. It's up to us to write the Dandelion Manifesto. And if it's scheduled for 2043, then we are just in time. I mean, like, we're good. We have almost 20 years. And guess what? Good, very good. You're doing great. We Unitarian Universalists were made for this homework assignment. We have been trying to figure this assignment out for a very long time. Yes. I once heard the president of our Unitarian Universalist Association, the Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, say, we could use a modern version of the Cambridge platform. The Cambridge platform, you see, was written in 1648, and that is the original Dandelion Manifesto. It is the document that establishes congregational polity, the idea that each fellowship of saints, that's what it says, fellowship of saints, each congregation gets to call a minister and the rules by which they associate with each other. Decentralization was a key even back then in 1648. We can trace a line from the Cambridge platform all the way to current conversations about covenant and accountability. Ultimately, these conversations are about deciding who's in charge, who gets to decide, and how and why. In a non-creedal religion that gathers in a voluntary association, how do we do this? By casting the largest possible circle, by making sure that we anticipate who else might be missing in this circle, who else is tenderly interconnected in this web of love and of water. We cannot limit ourselves to others who sound like us, who look like us, and by us I mean us humans. It is our responsibility to listen to all the species, to track all the resources, to follow the wisdom of the land and the water. In this larger and larger circle, we ask ourselves, how are we impacting each other? What are the consequences of our choices? And do we need to make different ones? To whom am I accountable? If I want to be preemptively radical inclusive, I'm going to need to figure out the things that I don't know that I don't know. I will need to be okay with being uncomfortable, with challenging the status quo, with challenging the way we've always done it. The fourth power, the power of money and capitalism, has set up some pretty silly rules for us. Rules about how much we need to work and how we use and misuse resources and who gets to live on the other side of the train tracks where the toxic waste gets dumped. It's time, friends, for us to consciously shift back to the power of nature and interdependence. That fifth power in the Dandelion Manifesto. We need to bring this Dandelion Manifesto into being. Adrienne Marie Brown says, we are in a battle of imagination. She says, quote, we must imagine new worlds that transition ideologies and norms so that no one sees Black people as murderers or brown people as terrorists and aliens, but all of us as potential cultural and economic innovators. This is a time travel exercise for the heart. This is collaborative ideation. What are the ideas that will liberate all of us? The more people that collaborate on that ideation, the more that people will be served by the resulting worlds. End quote. As we engage new projects with radical imagination, with creativity, with optimism and tenacity and fierce commitment to liberation and transformation, we slowly find the ingredients that make up our Dandelion Manifesto. In the brilliant words of Arundhati Roy, our strategy should be not only to confront empire, but to lay siege to it, to deprive it of oxygen, to shame it, to mock it, with our art, our music, our literature, our stubbornness, our joy, our brilliance, our sheer relentlessness, and our ability to tell our own stories, stories that are different from the ones we've been brainwashed to believe. She continues, the corporate revolution will collapse if we refuse to buy what they are selling. Their ideas, their version of history, their wars, their weapons, their notions of inevitability. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. Come and go with me, friends. Let's create this future together. I am so glad and grateful to be friends with Reverend Sarah and to be connected to you through that friendship. I look forward about hearing your good work. What do you choose to do? I look forward to hearing the part of the manifesto that is yours to co-create. Thank you for doing that good work, beloveds. May your energy spread like dandelion seeds in the wind. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. I forgot to cue. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom in that land. There'll be freedom Thank you. Yes. I did this last time I was here. May I pray with you again as a benediction? Thank you. Spirit of life and love, goddess of justice and interdependence, God of connection, all that is. Fill us with energy and joy, please. Come be with us and remain with us in this coming week as we seek these new ways. Help us find tiny, easy ways to resist. Help us find confirmation that we are on the path that we need to be, and we are the ones we are waiting for. Help us make connection. Give us courage. Give us strength. Yummy things to eat are also welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for being with each other. We will put our good energy to use. We commit to this. Amen. Blessed be.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We now join together in the words for extinguishing our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Please rise in body or spirit as you are able, and with your hands over your heart, holding a hand of those next to you, or whatever posture is most comfortable for you, we sing words of blessing one to another. Go in peace.